joined her now with Dan Whelan. Dan, what do you think of tonight? Track Supporters Club, very happy?
Yeah, delighted. We co-sponsored the stake with Gain. Turned out to be a fantastic final. Kingsmill Messi, deserving winner, showed massive pace going down the back. Probably looked like he was out of it in the first few strides, missed a break, but certainly showed his class going down the back. A deserving winner, 4 out of 4.
I think the missing the break probably saved him, to be honest, because 3 and 6 collided on the first bend. He could have been the meat in the sandwich had he came out.
Yeah, very true. The dogs, it was always going to be a case that they were hitting the bend together. I suppose when they collided, they made the gap on the inside, and he did. He showed great track craft, I suppose, and slipped in on the inside, ran around well. I think when he was coming off the second bend and was close to the 2 dog, in fairness, that drop ran a great race.
He ran
a massive race. Looks to be coming back in the end, but I think once they came off the second bend and Kingsmill was that few lengths behind, it looked like he was going to catch him and show his
superior pace. He showed great pace in the semi-final down the back. Again, he showed it in the final. He's a very hard dog to beat when he's in full flight, and he looks a very, very decent dog for the field. I mean, we were here the last day. We had Kingsmill or the bitch going down for the track owners, the Track Supporters Club. Went down to Thurles and she won up. She obliged you as well.
That's right. Yeah, we had the A3 stake here 3 weeks ago. I think it was. It was the Inter track. It was co-sponsored with 6 of the different Track Supporters clubs.
Kilpatrick.
Yeah, we sent down our bitch from here. A very impressive bitch. Went down and won out the final. Picked up a nice 2,000 prize money. You know, it's nothing to be laughed at in this day and age. But looked very, very impressive going down.
Yeah, I looked at the final there in Thurles. She ran a hell of a race as well, like 29.09 there on the night as well. We're getting good pups in this track now at the moment.
Any pup especially that can win races here and come off here winning, and especially if you're breaking 29 seconds here, you can go anywhere in the country.
It's not easy to break 29 seconds here.
Definitely not. Like the track is running very safe, but to have it running that safe, it's a little bit slow. So if you're breaking 29 seconds here, you have a good animal on your hands.
And for Kingsmill to do 28.99 after coming out of traps like that?
Yeah, definitely. There's an awful lot more in him. Definitely an awful lot on a faster track. The sky's the limit, I suppose.
And we had Pearstown Buzz then as well in the puppy stake.
Yeah, Pearstown Kennel, they're just, I don't know what it is at the moment with Shanks. From the back end of last year into this year, his kennel are on fire. He's after picking up a nice few stakes here. Got into the consolation of the Derby, was very unlucky in the semi-final of the Derby this year. First bend trouble, lost him a place in the final. He's turning out his dogs, they're magnificent. Long may it last, I suppose, and it's great to see dogs coming off of our track and going on and representing the track well on the big circuits.
Well, so far we've been doing well, so hopefully it'll continue for the rest of the year.
Exactly.
Thanks a lot, Dan.
No problem.
Trap 1 correct Hairwax 4-1, 2 West Johnny 3-1, 3 Brackenstone Max the favourite 5-4, 4 Shauna's Girl 4-1, 6 Agadar the Sioux 4-1, and 5 Agadar the Sioux 4-1, and 6 Leah's Impact 4-1.
We're just getting over the big race, and we're ready to move on to the 9th race of the evening. This is the Simon Kavanagh Memorial and Moyne Veterinary Clinic A3575, round 2, heat 4. €2,500 to the winner, so this is a significant contest in its own right. They're just clearing behind the stalls. We're almost ready to go. Favourite coming out of trap 3, Brackenstone Max, the 5-4 favourite. Second favourite here is coming right out beside it, Waste Johnny in trap 2. But just the lineup again is 1 Careed Hairwax, 2 Waste Johnny, in 3 is Brackenstone Max, in 4 is Shauna's Girl, in 5 is Auchaderney Sue, and in 6 is Lee's Impact. Hair's running. And that's it, they're racing, and as they make their way up the straight, it is 3 in the centre, Brackenstone Max, who has the advantage to the first turn, with 6 showing good early speed, Lee's Impact, and 2 right around the inside. Badly hampered there was 2 and drops back to 4th, but down along the back straight, Brackenstone Max favourite leads from Lee's Impact in 2nd, trying to close down, but it's still 3 Brackenstone Max from Lee's Impact, and they're being chased further back as they make their way around the home run. It is still Brackenstone Max, but strong challenge from Lee's Impact, who gets the inside run as they make their way up towards home. Lee's Impact and Brackenstone Max. Brackenstone Max battles strongly. Brackenstone Max beats Lee's Impact. Back in 3rd was Auchaderney Sue. As they made their way by, Brackenstone Max had to dig very, very deep there.
He did indeed. I thought he was beaten off the last bend, to be honest with you, because he had let her up the inside. She looked like she was finishing the stronger, but the minute she came up beside him, he started digging out more and kept on going. He looked a Forest there at the moment. Well, he's by headbound out of Forest Girl. I mean, he's bred to stay. Forest Girl was winning 575s and 600s here for fun when she was running herself, and by headbound, he was going to always stay on the stronger. Probably missing that little bit of middle pace, but stayed on up that straight very strongly, and it's not an easy straight to come up twice.
And a big run from Lee's Impact.
Very big run. It wasn't very well fancied. I mean, she was 4-1. But then they couldn't see past the tree dog, and I was looking at the card and I was wondering why. But I mean, he showed us why there tonight. Now, to be honest, he showed a great turn of pace, led all the way, and came off that home. I thought when he swung off the bottom bend he was tiring, but dug down deep and stayed on strong.
We had time on our ninth race yet.
31.89.
31.89 for Brackenstone Max over the 575 trip here. Lee's Impact a close second, and I think Ockaderney Sue might have got the third. I'm not sure about that. We'll wait for the confirmation, but definite winner Brackenstone Max.
Welcome back here now. We're joined here with the race manager Michael Dempsey. Michael, great night so far. Brilliant final.
Very good final, very exciting. The Messi lad just showed that back straight pace again that he's shown every night. Brilliant back straight pace. Tag along fella, you'd feel from him a little bit. He done everything that he could do to win it. So
he did it. He ran his best, but he just at the end he wasn't good enough. No, it's a great. Don't take nothing away from the dog. He's a very good dog, but tonight he made a better one.
Oh yeah, he did. The Kingsmill, he looks really top class, and he's an exciting looking prospect now. So
they're talking about the Comfort Cakes. I was hoping to talk about that. They look like they're going there for him with him now.
Yeah, well, it should suit him. Get a couple of runs around Shelbourne, and with that pace, he'll open up on a lot of them there in Shelbourne Park, and hopefully he does well for Enniscorthy. Everyone from Enniscorthy will be watching to see how he gets on anyway.
If he starts breaking, he'll be a serious machine.
He will, yeah. Even tonight there, the first few strides there, you say, geez, he's in trouble, but he ran a great first bend and then just opened out. And
I think missing the break tonight, I said it to Lauren and to Richard and to John as well, it looked like that won the race for him. He still had to do a lot, but he missed the trouble on the first bend. He could have been meeting the sandwich between 3 and 6, and instead he showed the brains to get in on the track, on the rail, get around behind the two dog. When he was that close going down the back straight, there was only one winner.
That's it. Well, sometimes I suppose when a lad like that misses his break, if he can fly, he can do one or two things: either use his brain if he has one, or if not, run straight into him on the bend and destroy the race. And he obviously has a brain and he used it, and it's clear to see
that's not a thing that we see very often with fast dogs. There's very few of them that have the track craft and brains to use as well.
No, he's an exciting looking prospect now.
I was just also said Kilpatrick Riz did a very good run in Thurles. She won the A3.
She did. She won the Track Supporters Club for Enniscorthy here. We were delighted with the way she ran. She ran very well here in the qualifier here. She's run well here every night. She's unbeaten actually. But good race tonight now. She'll be tested here tonight with the Pearson Sound Dog now. I'm looking forward to that race.
It'll prove to be a very good race.
Yeah.
She is staying strong. She starts well. It's a step up in class, but she deserves to step up in that class.
Oh, she does, yeah. Well, I was talking to the woman that owns her the other day, and she's her brood, she's her future brood bitch hopefully, and she's going to be minding her as well as she can, but tonight is a test now. Tonight is a serious test for her.
They've minded her fairly well to her now. An unbeaten bitch coming in against these dogs. We'll have to see what happens, but I'm looking forward to it as well. It looks a very decent race and a very strong race.
Yeah.
Anything else coming up in the pipeline?
Well, we've another Unraced take start now in about 2 weeks' time. We're back to our 24 dog Unraced at €1,000 to the winner one. So our next one is starting in 2 weeks' time, and we'll try and get another one in before Christmas then as well, and hope that this weather that they're forecasting don't come in on top of us, and we can
do
keep
without the
going.
snow if it comes in. That's the one thing we could do.
That's the last thing we want, the snow and the frost, but sure, we have to take what we're given, I suppose, and see what we can do.
Track is running not fast but well tonight.
It's running well. I think the runs are true. Do you know that? I don't think there's dogs doing time that can't do time. I think anything that's doing it is capable of doing it, and they can do it anywhere. And I think they're all coming off safe, so that's the main thing. If dogs coming off safe, that's what it's all about. Times don't really matter to us here, really. Do you know that safety is number one?
Good racing and safety is the premier.
That's everything. That's That's it.
I think everyone's enjoyed tonight, Michael, so far. So we've 2 more races left, and anything you just spotted, as the manager, have you spotted anything the next 2 races to point anyone towards?
Just trying to think what's in it now at the minute. But I think the last race, the Open 5-5, is going to be a cracker between. We're forgetting about Pat Gordon's dog there as well. We're talking about the 2 dogs, and there's Pat's dog in it.
There's a lot of good dogs.
Yeah, and Pat's dog ran well there in the 550.
It's unfortunate there's one gone out of it. Like, a 5-dog race is still 5 very good dogs in the race.
Yeah, it is. I suppose a race is a race too. Anything can happen. The outside, the one we're not mentioning, could win it. You never know, but they're all capable of going to a bend, and sure, you never know what happens when they get there.
Right. Thanks a lot, Michael.
Okay, thank you.
10th race is the Droopy Stud. The future is Tubertelly Dove Stakes. It's Net 2, winner 500, second 200, third 100. And it's the St. Martin's GA Club Buster Draw race. Trap 1, Ballina Jack, is owned by Noel Freeman and by Ningbo Jack out of Move On Zoe. Trap 2, On the Wheel, owned by Mr. Richard Walsh Jr. and trained by Duke Special out of Ballineal Sky. 3 is Coco Dash, owned by Oliver Flynn and trained by Nick Turner. 4, Barna Rock, owned by Alan Neville and trained by Ballybrack Maeve out of Whiteford Dill. 5, Rockside Jono, owned and trained by Martin Monaghan, by Charlie Jack out of Floyd's Lady. And 6 is General Public, the PCJ Syndicate, care of Joe Anglem, by Bruce Alley out of Shisa Sang. You're looking cold there. We're just waiting on the prices there now to let everyone know. The total prices are 1-9-2, 2-13-2, 3-11-4, 4-6-4 favourite, 5 is 3-1, and 6 is the outsider 15-2.
We're ready to go for the Droopy Stud. The future is Tubertelly Dove, St. Martin's GA Buster Race. 1, Ballina Jack. 2, On the Wheel. 3, Coco Dash. 4, Barna Rock. 5, Rockside Jono. And 6 on the outside is General Public. The hare is running for our 10th race this evening over 525. And that's it. They're racing and away pretty smart. The inside 1, Ballina Jack is smart, but 4, Barna Rock right there in the centre. And on the outside 5, badly hampered and takes 6 with it. Rockside Jono and General Public out of it. But 1, Ballina Jack with 3 bearing down now. Coco Dash right there. 2 is trying to stay on from behind them On the Wheel, and 4, Barna Rock is next, but now 3, Coco Dash gets to the front from 1, Ballina Jack, and it's Coco Dash who goes on a couple from Ballina Jack. Staying on from the back is Barna Rock. Too much work to do surely as they make their way up towards the line. Coco Dash has got there. Coco Dash beats 1, which is Ballina Jack, and 4, Barna Rock. Got into all sorts of trouble on the first turn, took 6 out with the General Public and couldn't quite close the gap. A fair effort all the same. So, Coco Dash, trap 3.
Humble pie is what I'm looking for from Lar now at the moment.
This is a Turner dog.
Jim, you've been on camera long enough. I think you've eaten too much pie, and I think the wide angle lens is not going to be blamed tonight.
Yeah, he's a 4-year-old dog. I mean, he's been a great servant for Connections. He ran a great race again there tonight, and 29-19, he is what he is. He's been a servant and a very good servant, very well bred dog. Not much more you can say about him. If you could have a dog like this in Edinburgh Kennel, you'd be very happy.
And Barna Rock just got into a little bit of trouble in the first turn. Brave effort, but just too much from there.
As quoting Lauren is famous saying, trouble comes out. And unfortunately he was on the outside, and that's where all the trouble came out. He got the worst shunt. He's a fast dog as well, I mean, but unfortunately he was, when he was where he was and the trouble came out, that was the end of the day for him. The one dog ran very well as well, Ningbo Jack Move On Zoe, but just didn't have the pace of the winner. He caught it, Coco Dash come down the back straight, just stayed on that bit stronger. He's done 29.90 this year in Waterford for the 550, so you'd expect him to pick up the one dog on the way home.
So Coco Dash takes her 10th race, the Droopy Stud. The future is Tubertelly Dove, St. Martin's GA Buster Race. There's a name.
There's a mouthful.